My name is Ian Fisher, and I immigrated with my wife and two young daughters from South Africa 41 years ago, and we had a third child in the United States. And our kids were always pretty intrigued by stories we told them of our lives growing up in South Africa. And they were also interested in stories I had to tell them about my business life, which actually took me to all 50 states around the country. And they encouraged me to put them in a memoir and write a story, which I started 5 years ago. And I really had no intention of using an editor because my sister and I had gone through my memoir at least 6 times and made many corrections. But our older daughter encouraged me just to meet with Karen Aroian and introduce me to Karen. And I have to tell you that over the years, reading terrific books by great authors, I was always so impressed with the beautiful things they had to say about their editors in the acknowledgement section, of how much help the editors were. And naively, I never really understood that. But when Karen read my memoir, she did it with such passion and such patience, and she immersed herself so well in my story that she really brought out the best in my comments, and she embellished so many of the stories that I told and showed me, so passionately where to leave unimportant words out and not to be repetitive with words. And she showed me where I should actually add parts of my story, and it was such a great help. And I was amazed over the time I worked with Karen, how much I learned from the process. If I were to write a second book, I would be completely different in my approach, and I think I would do a much better job, quite frankly. But as it turns out, I think we've got a terrific book, much more readable, and I can assure you that in my acknowledgement section of my book, when it's published, I will definitely be saying glowing things about my editor as well. So good luck with your book and good luck with your story. I hope it's very successful.